Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now. 38. Ready.
Throwing first play is Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Back to throw, Ritter. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson to Debo.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught. It's Miller.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
To throw his Carr. He gets it to Thomas. So the completion good for 7 there. That brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Here we go with Kamara. And they are going to stop him
4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. They begin the drive with Robinson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Ritter. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On the right side, this is Miller. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And you look at the Saints defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week. And so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And Ritter back to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they should wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now a play fake. Carr. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's an opportunity gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and throw another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Yoshibas. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Checks this one down to Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Carr. Downfield, and he's got Olave. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 77 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Wants to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Saints 14, Falcons 7.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
What was that? Are you kidding me?
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Ritter with it after the play fake. And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been going to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Come on, set.
First down, here's Ritter. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They'll hold them to no gain.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Carr on 3rd down. The pass caught by Olave. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Carr. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Carr now to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time, because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Keep it together, offense. Keep it together. Let's go. So set. Ready.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Down the left sideline.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And we'll get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down main
streets celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On second down, Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third and 4. Completes it to Perry. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 116 yards rushing now for Kamara, and it's a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Carr.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Got a man, it's London. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on third down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
Ritter off the play fake. That one deep for London. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Drake London, 65 yards. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer. There he goes, left side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Great play that time defensively by Zach Harrison.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Carr's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. A nice pickup of 17 yards. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. 127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end home for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Looks good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Ritter. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Robinson.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On play action, here's Ritter.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 32-yard line.
Going play action, Ritter.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Able to avoid him at the 40.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
22 needle. 6. Mega. Hut.
Ritter.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Down.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Dog red. Black shot. Hut.
Ritter now. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Working from the gun, Ritter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Robinson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carr.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Kamara up the middle.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr to throw.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Now Carr.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Quick pass out to Miller. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further.
2nd and 6 coming up.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here now, 3rd down. Ritter wants to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here it is, 4th and inches.
They get this out quickly to the left side.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Ritter.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Okay, ready?
Here's 1st and goal.
One more time. Shot, 17. Hey, green. Red, yellow.
Here's Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. That's caught at the 2. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. One final try now for Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle.